Good morning, Dr. Raman. We are from Group 1 Subgroup 6. Today, we will be presenting our Sulam project, which titled Wise Waste and Toxic Free Team. Let me introduce our group member and their metric number. So, our leader is Tirendra, 107419. And then we have Carol, 104624, Eugene, 104067, Simro, 106530, and last, Ni Cindy is 106745. First of all, I will briefly summarize our first activity, which is toxic or not. So the objective of this activity was to help students identify and differentiate between toxic and non-toxic waste commonly found in their daily life. During the activity, various images of household waste items were displayed on tablets. Students were asked to classify each item as toxic or non-toxic and explain the reason for their answer. Examples included bacteria, expired medicine, newspapers, aluminum cans, and etc. The students participated actively and showed a strong interest in discussing their answers with their classmates. Through this activity, they were able to improve their understanding of toxic waste and recognize the importance of proper waste disposal. Overall, the activity successfully promoted environmental awareness and supported SDG 4, which is the quality education, and SDG 12, responsible consumption and production.
The second activity was the myth of fact. Objective for this activity were to debunk the safety myth and reducing health risks from hazardous household exposure, like mixed cleaning spray. To capture the attention of a younger primary school student, we digitalized and gamified our approach, and transformed our myth of fact module into a highly energetic, competitive Kahoot that covering 21 essential waste scenario. My teammate took charge of managing two ways of interaction, ensuring that every time a student answered a question, such as whether the damaged e-waste remain active or if paint can go down the sink, we instantly backed it up with a scientific reasoning behind the answer. The results were incredibly rewarding. Not only did the student achieve a top mark in the final Kahoot rounds, showing that strong knowledge retention, but they transformed from a passive observer into an active environmental advocate. This activity also contributed to the SDG goals 3, 4, and 12, which are good health and well-being, quality education, and responsible consumption and production.
Now for the project impacts. One of the most profound impacts of our Sulam project at SK Merdang was the immediate transformation of the students' environmental awareness. Before our intervention, many students confused household hazardous items like leaking batteries or electronic waste with everyday trash. They simply didn't know the invisible dangers. By engaging them through our comparative digital modules, we empower them from passive recyclers into active environmental advocates. They now understand exactly how to identify and separate toxic waste. We didn't just teach them science. We gave them the practical tools to protect their families and their ecosystem.
Through Activity 2, students gain a better understanding of waste management and toxicology concept. They learn about proper waste disposal practice and also identify toxic substances that may be present in everyday products. The activity also helped them to distinguish between common myths and also scientifically proven facts, allowing them to develop more accurate environmental knowledge. The second impact is development of critical thinking skills. This activity encouraged students to think critically before accepting information as true. Rather than relying on assumptions, they were challenged to evaluate each statement and determine whether it was a myth or a fact. As a result, students become more aware of the importance of seeking reliable source and evidence when learning about environmental and health-related issues. The third impact is positive environmental attitudes. By increasing their awareness of waste management and toxicology issues, the activity encouraged students to adopt more responsible environmental behaviors. They learn the importance of reducing waste, recycling materials, and disposing of hazardous waste properly. This helps foster a stronger sense of environmental responsibility and motivate them to contribute to a cleaner and healthier environment. Overall, Activity 2 not only enhance students' knowledge but also develop their critical thinking skills and encourage positive environmental attitudes towards waste management and toxicology. Now let's proceed to the impact of Activity 2 on organization. The first is improve communication and teaching skills. Organizing the Activity 2 help our team improve our communication and teaching skills. We learn how to explain waste management and toxicology concept in a simple and engaging way that students could easily understand. This experience also strengthened our ability to deliver educational content effectively. The second impact is enhanced leadership and teamwork. The activity requires strong cooperation among team members throughout the planning and implementation. Each member was assigned specific responsibility, which helped us improve our teamwork, coordination, and also leadership skills. Through this experience, we learned the importance of collaboration in achieving a common goal. The last is better understanding of community needs. By interacting directly with the student, we get valuable insights into their level of understanding and common misconception regarding waste management and toxicology. This helps us identify knowledge gaps and provide useful feedback for improving future educational and awareness program. Overall, the activity not only benefit the student but also contribute to the development of our communication, leadership, and community engagement as organizer.
As our group reflection, through this Sulam project, we learned that waste management is not only about separating rubbish, but also protecting human health and the environment. As students of waste management and toxicology, this project gave us the opportunity to apply what we have learned in the class to a real community setting. During the program, we faced some challenges, especially in explaining toxic household waste in a simple and interesting way. However, through interactive activities such as Toxic or Not and Myth or Fact, we were able to encourage students to participate and think more critically about their daily waste disposal habits. This experience helped us improve our teamwork, communication skill, and confidence. Most importantly, it reminds us that university knowledge should not only remain in the classroom, but should also be shared with the community. We hope that this project will encourage students at SK Merdang to practice safer and more responsible waste management in their daily lives. Thank you.
That's all from us, Group 1 Subgroup 6. Thank you.